Hi, first grade. Miss Barney here. I miss you guys. Just popping in so that we can talk a little bit about what our virtual learning will look like in first grade, what things you're going to be doing from home, what I'm going to be doing from home, how we're going to talk to each other, and things like that. Before we get started with that, I want to talk to you a little bit about my spring break. So I was lucky enough to go to South Africa. I went with some other teachers from ASA. You may recognize them. But we had an amazing time in South Africa. It was the first time I've gotten to go, and I absolutely loved it. We went on some safaris, and we got to see a lot of animals up close and personal in their habitats that they live in, which was really cool. This picture up here is me on top of Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa. Over here, this is when we went seal diving. We got to swim with some seals in the ocean, which was really cool. I went paragliding, which felt like I was flying above the city, which was awesome. And then I got really crazy and decided to go bungee jumping one day. So they made sure I was really connected to this rope with this harness, and I was really safe. And then I jumped off the bridge and swung from the bridge from like 216 meters high, which was really crazy, but it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to hear about your spring breaks and everything that you did too. So looking at our virtual learning, we talked a little bit about this at school before we left for break, but I want to go over this again. Remember, virtual learning is when you're learning at home, just like we would at school, but instead of us being all together at school, you're at home on your own. Okay, so when we start our virtual learning, you'll wake up, you'll eat breakfast, get dressed, and get ready for school just like you would any other day. Okay, I want you to make sure that you find a spot at home where you can be successful and focus on your schoolwork. Okay, even though you're at home, it's just like a regular school day, and we have lots of schoolwork we have to get done. Okay. Be sure if you have any questions when you're working at home to ask me, or you can ask your mom or your dad or maybe your brothers and sisters or whoever is at home with you to help, okay? Each day when we're doing our virtual learning, you need to check Seesaw by 9:30 in the morning every day, okay? On Seesaw, I will send you a schedule that looks something like this. So here's our schedule for Sunday, March 22nd. Sunday is day A, so then we're going to be following a day A schedule. Okay, just like we do at school, on day A, first we have Islamic, then Arabic. Okay, for Islamic and Arabic, you need to make sure you scan those QR codes for those classes to log in and see what your Islamic and Arabic teachers have for you that day. Instead of snack recess, I scheduled a brain break. So that gives you a little bit of brain break. Maybe you can log into GoNoodle and do a GoNoodle video. Maybe you can read a book for a little bit or go play outside for a little bit. Whatever you need to give your brain a short little break before we get back to work, okay? As you can see here, then we'll have our morning meeting and grammar. For morning meeting, this is when our activities for the day start. So it says, task 1, watch the introduction video from Miss Barney on Seesaw. That's the video I'm making right now. Task 2, complete the how are you feeling today activity on Seesaw. Just like we do in class, you'll need to go to your Seesaw. You'll find the activity that's called how are you feeling today. You'll listen to the directions and follow the directions, then submit that activity. Then you can say, check, I am done with task 2. I'm ready to move on to what's next. So for grammar, our learning goal tells you what things you're going to learn when you do this activity. For grammar today, it's I can identify a noun, verb, and adjective. Then you're supposed to do task 1. Task 1 is complete the noun, verb, adjective sort activity on Seesaw. Same thing as usual. You'll just go to Seesaw, you'll find that activity, you'll follow the directions, you'll submit the activity, then you can move on to whatever's next, okay? This schedule here is kind of like when we do a to-do list in our classroom. You have to get some things done first before you can play and have fun, right? Just like usual, we have to get that schoolwork done, okay? Every single day, I will have your schedule online by 9:30 in the morning. Then I will be online on the computer from 10 to 12 o'clock and 1 to 3 o'clock if you have any questions. You can ask me questions on Seesaw, you can send me an email, or you could even call me on Google Hangouts, okay? If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask me. You can do these activities that I assign to you in any order, but you have to get your activities done by 3 o'clock every single day. At 3 o'clock, I will go back onto Seesaw. I will make sure you got all of your work done. And if you did get it done, awesome. If you didn't get it done, then you'll have more work to do the next day, which would be a bummer. Okay? So we're all practicing this thing called social distancing. That means we're trying to stay by ourselves and away from other people so that we don't get sick and we don't get other people sick, which means I'm all alone in my apartment and I get pretty lonely. So if you ever want to tell me a story or draw me a picture or just talk to me, just let me know. Okay? You can always talk to me on Seesaw, send me an email or a video, or call me on Google Hangouts. 1 month is a really long time for us to not see each other, and I really miss you guys. Okay? Be sure to let me know if you have any questions regarding our virtual learning. I will be commenting and sending you things on Seesaw, so we'll be in touch all the time. But let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything I can do to help. I can't wait to see all the awesome work that you do, and I hope to see you soon. Bye, first grade.